Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be part 3 of my declutter series. Today I'm going to be decluttering all of my foundations. So as you can see, I do really love my foundations. So there's probably not going to be a whole lot that are leaving, but I'm going to take out my little concealer box, and I've got a whole bunch more in the back that I'll just move forward. For any other information about this video, please just check out the description box and we will get started. Okay you guys, so here we are in my foundation drawer. This is just the top drawer of my little Alex 5 little system here. We'll go ahead and get started decluttering my foundations. Like I said in the intro, I do really love foundations. As you can kind of see, there's like a lot of them here. So let's just go ahead and get started with this video. The first thing that I see, this is a new foundation to me. This is the Estee Lauder Double Wear foundation in the shade 1in1 Ivory Nude. And I do have a sample of that, and then I've also got one that is the wrong shade for me. If I can find that. Right here, this is too dark of a shade for me. This is in the shade 3C1 Dusk, but soon I do plan on getting one of those like white foundations that you can just mix and make some of your favorite foundations light enough for you to wear. So I will definitely be keeping all 3 of these because I definitely love the Estee Lauder Double Wear foundation. This is the Avon Anew Age Transforming foundation, and this has got like the Anew moisturizers built into this, so it's really great for mature skin. It's a very full coverage foundation. It just doesn't settle very well into my skin. I don't know if it's because I'm oily or what the issue is, but I just never really got this foundation to work for me. I've got the shade Shell, Ivory, and I believe this one is like Creamy Natural or something, so I will be passing these along. I'll definitely see if my mom would like to use any of these shades. So I'll be passing these along. These weren't the best for me. Okay, and then I do have 2 of these CoverGirl Clean Normal Skin foundations. I've got one in the shade Ivory and then one in the shade Creamy Natural. I do really like this foundation. Obviously Creamy Natural is a little dark for me, but I will go ahead and keep both of these because they do work for me, and I'll again just once I get that white foundation I'll mix it with this and it'll be great. So I will definitely keep both of these. I really enjoy it. This is the MAC Studio Fix Fluid Foundation, and I've got the shade NW13. This is my one and only MAC foundation. I absolutely love this. It works really great, and NW13 is a really great shade for me. This tube is actually almost empty, so it's kind of a struggle to get it all out, but I'm definitely going to get every last drop out of this because it was really great, and I'll be keeping this. Okay, so these 2 are the Avon Ideal Flawless Invisible Coverage Liquid Foundation. These are oil-free, and I've got one in the shade, actually these are both light ivory. So I don't know, I don't really like these foundations. They just don't really work very well for me. So I'm definitely going to get rid of these, pass these on to someone who can get more use out of these. So, okay, this is the Maybelline Superstay Better Skin Foundation, and I've got the shade 15 Ivory. I absolutely love this foundation. It works really great for my skin, makes it look natural, and gives it really good coverage, so I'll definitely be keeping this. Okay, so this is the Smashbox Studio Skin 15 Hour Wear Foundation, and this is the shade 2.4. As you can see, this is definitely too dark for me, but I absolutely love the finish of this foundation. It's just really great, and once I do get, again, that white foundation, I'll definitely mix it with this, and I will be good to go. So I will be keeping this for now. Okay, so this is the Avon Extra Lasting Liquid Foundation in the shade Light Ivory. This is, again, a full coverage foundation from Avon, and I just never really can get Avon foundations to work with my skin, so I'm just going to pass this one along. Okay, and then these are the Ulta Fabulous Face Natural Finish Foundation. I've got 2 of them in the shade Light Ivory, and I do really, really like this foundation. It gives good coverage, and it is, like they say, natural finish, so it doesn't look like you're wearing a whole lot on your face, but it really does a good job of covering, so I'm definitely going to keep both of these. Okay, so this is the Avon Magix Cashmere Advanced Liquid Foundation. I've got it in the shade Light Ivory. This is discontinued from Avon, and I don't really like it, so I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of it. Pass it on and see if my mom doesn't like this one. Okay, so next I have 2 of the Maybelline Fit Me foundations. I've got 120 Classic Ivory, and I've got 125 Natural Beige. These are really great foundations, and I do really enjoy them. They are both too dark for me right now, but once I get that white foundation, I'll mix it in there and I will be good to go. So I'm going to hold on to these for now. And then similar to that, I've got the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless foundation, and this is in the shade 112 Natural Ivory, and I love this even more than I love those original ones. This just works really great for my skin. It gives a really beautiful finish and great coverage, so I'll definitely be keeping this. Okay, so this one here, this is the old version of the Makeup Forever HD foundation. I had it in the shade in 117, which is a perfect match for me, and this bottle has been through a lot. The lid is broken and hardly stays on anymore, and I'm almost out of this. There's barely any left in here. So like I said, this is the old version, and I do absolutely love this, so I'm gonna keep this and use every last drop. Okay, so this is the Revlon Color Stay 24 Hours foundation in the shade 110 Ivory, and I just picked this up at the drugstore the other day, so I really haven't tried it very much. I don't know how it works for me, so I'm definitely going to keep this and keep on using this. This is the L'Oreal Visible Lift Serum Absolute foundation, and I've got it in the shade 143 Soft Ivory, and I do really like this foundation. It works really nice for my skin, so I'm definitely going to keep this one. Okay, so this one here is the CoverGirl True Blend Liquid Foundation, and I had mine in the shade Classic Ivory. This was one of my favorite foundations. As you can see, I've got it pretty much all used up, so I'm definitely going to keep this foundation and use every last little bit of it. I loved it. Next we have the L'Oreal True Magic Lumi Healthy Luminous Makeup, and I had the shade W12 Porcelain, and I absolutely love this foundation. It's really, really good. It makes your skin glow, and it gives good coverage, and a really natural finish as well. And as you can see, I do really like this one. It's got only like this much left in it, so I'll definitely be finishing this one up. Okay, so this one is the Rimmel Match Perfection Light Perfecting Radiance Sunscreen Foundation in the shade 102 Light Nude. This one is a little bit too dark for me, and I haven't used it in quite a while, so I'm going to go ahead and keep this one and see if it is something that I will want to hang on to. I'll just go ahead and keep it for now. Okay, so this one here is the L'Oreal True Match foundation, and I've got the shade C1 Alabaster. So I do really enjoy this foundation. I love this foundation. It just works really great for my skin, so I'm definitely going to keep this one. Okay, and then this is the new L'Oreal True Match Lumi Cushion Foundation. I've got the shade In2. So this is a really cool foundation. It comes with a little puff like that, and then you flip it up, and the foundation is sitting like in this sponge here. So it's really cool. That's a really cool idea, and I've only tried it a couple of times, but those times that I did try it, I really enjoyed it, so I'm going to keep that one. Okay, so this is the Maybelline Dream Wonder Fluid Touch Foundation in the shade 10 Porcelain Ivory, and I do really enjoy this foundation. The application is kind of tricky. It's like a real hot mess, but the foundation looks really beautiful once on the skin, so I'm definitely going to keep this one from Maybelline. And then this one is kind of on the same lines as that one over there. This is a L'Oreal Magic Nude Liquid Powder. I've got this in the shade 312 Classic Ivory, and I do really like this one. I'm going to go ahead and keep that one as well. Okay, so next I've got just a little box of like cream to powders and foundations that are in little tubes. So I'll just start off with these two. These are the Avon Extra Lasting Cream to Powders in the shade Shell. I just don't like these. Cream to powders don't really work for my skin. They just settle really badly into any pores or fine lines or any rough patches on my skin. So I'll definitely be getting rid of both of these. And this is from the same brand, Avon. This is the Ideal Flawless Cream to Powder in the shade Porcelain. Same thing. The cream to powders just set really weird on my skin, so I will be getting rid of that one. Okay, so then this is the MARC Minareal Cream to Powder Foundation. This is in the shade Very Light 1. Same thing. These Avon cream to powders just do not look good on my skin. I don't know why. So I'll be getting rid of this one too. Okay, so this one is the CoverGirl Aqua Smooth Foundation in the shade Ivory. This one is really old, like something I think I used in high school. It does still feel really nice. I think it'd be not quite the right color for me. I really just need to get rid of this. It's probably pretty old, and like I said, cream to powders just don't really work very well for me, so I think I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this. Okay, so these two here are the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation, and I absolutely love these. So the first one that I got was 102 Shell Beige, and it was a little bit too dark for me, so then I went and picked up the shade 101 Classic Ivory, and that is a better match for me, but I can get away with wearing either one of them, and I absolutely love this foundation. It's really great, so I will definitely be keeping both of those. Okay, so this is the Ulta Extreme Wear Matte Finish Mousse Foundation in the shade Nude Beige, and I don't know, it feels good, but I don't think I'm gonna have luck with that mousse foundation. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this just because I know my skin and it doesn't like mousse foundations. So I'll get rid of that for now. Okay, so next I have this CoverGirl Ready Set Gorgeous Fresh Complexion foundation, and I've got mine in the shade 110 Creamy Natural. It is a little bit dark for me, but this is a really, really beautiful foundation, and I absolutely love this, so I will definitely be keeping this. Okay, this is another new one to me. This is the Maybelline Dream Velvet Soft Matte Hydrating Foundation in the shade 05 Warm Porcelain. So I'm definitely going to keep this. I have not used this on myself yet, so I'll put this closer to the top so that I will be able to try it next time I do my makeup. This is the L'Oreal Visible Lift Blur Foundation in the shade 201 Light Ivory. It's been a while since I used this, so I'm going to go ahead and keep this and see if it is something that I like. I can't really remember it, so that kind of makes me think that it wasn't that great. But I'll go ahead and keep it this time around and see if it's something that I don't love. Okay, so this one is the Yabby Natural Finish Liquid Foundation. I did get this in like a subscription box a long time ago. This is in the shade Buff, and I do really, really like this foundation. It's definitely one that I have to build up, but it is one that doesn't look cakey or gross when you have to build it up. So this is a really good foundation. Someday I might have to get the full size of this. Okay, so this one here is the CoverGirl Natural Luxe foundation in the shade 315 Bamboo. So probably way too dark for me. I have had this for a long time, and I can't remember if it's one that I like or not. So I'll go ahead and keep this for now and see if it is something that I do love or not. And then the last thing in here, besides my little mixing pan, this is the Jouer Matte Moisture Tint Sunscreen. It's oil free, and I've got it in the shade Linen. So I will go ahead and keep this. It is newer to me. I got this in like a Birchbox or something like that, so I'll definitely hold on to this and see if it is something that I like. Okay, you guys, so that is everything for today's video. These are all the foundations that I'm going to keep. I did end up getting rid of 13 foundations, so that makes me really happy. I got rid of all the ones that I know I just did not love. They didn't work for my skin, so I'm only keeping what I really like, and I'm just really happy with that. Thank you guys so much for watching part 3 of my declutter series. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will be sure and see you in the next video. Bye!